Hello. So today we talk about how to upgrade your Squier Affinity, and the point this video is about is how to float the bridge. And I do two separate videos on how to fix the loose tremolo and how to sand down the edges. Now, how to float the bridge easily in 5 minutes for your Squier Affinity Strat. Let me show you. Why float it? That's a good question. So, where's the trem arm? There is my trem, and my heroes are like, this is me. Sometimes I play guitar. Hello, maybe I'm not that groomed right now, but I am a clean person. So I wanted to float the bridge because my heroes like Mac DeMarco and as you can see, I draw also comics. My heroes like Mac DeMarco and John Mayer, they use the trem, and so I was very curious, what can I do with a tremolo? And I put in my tremolo, and my bridge did exactly nothing because my bridge was sitting on the wood, like it didn't move an inch. I guess I screwed it down here in the front, and I guess the spring bars here were tightened very, very much. So this is protected by this case. You loosen this case, you open it up, and now I will show you what I did. Let me see if I can put this down. Let me put this up here. It can be a pretty stressful process to set up the bridge, but let me show you. There is a Fender guy, a guy that doesn't even speak proper English, and he's totally cool. The link is down in the link below. The video quality is very bad, but he nails it. Like I've seen so many videos on how to float a bridge, and he nails it in 7 minutes. And what it comes down to is the following. You might want to loosen your strings so that you can access these screws right here. And you loosen them just a bit. Let me see if I can put this down here, the tripod. Let me do it this way, or let me grab the guitar. So you loosen this up just a bit, and they said like 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters, and so the bridge, this doesn't work. The bridge then comes up in the front a bit. Like my bridge was sitting, I call this the end, the tail, or the ass, the tail was sitting flat here, and also this was sitting very flat. So you loosen the strings, you turn the screws up a bit so that you, like the screws were like this, and then I opened it up a bit and then another bit so that you can kind of get the bridge up. And to getting the bridge up, I think you have to get the tremolo in so you can yank it up a bit. But it doesn't work because you have no air here on this spot. Like on that side, it was very tight, like it didn't come up at all. As you can see, now it comes up a bit. And as you can see, it's parallel. That's the way you want to have it. So it's a floating bridge. It's floating like a floating carpet, or you know what I mean, Aladdin. That's what it should look. And so you open up the back. Let me put this out. You open up the back, and these springs here hold the bridge in position. Like they pull in the upward direction, and when you give them a bit of way down to the bottom, the bridge then comes up, and the bridge starts to get outside. And sometimes you have to put in the tremolo and get it up a bit so that it starts to stick out, and you might think, man, how many turns can I make so these screws come out? And let me put in the finger here. Like, they came out quite a bit, and then the bridge came up with his tail end, and this is now the trick. I don't know what the guy from the Fender video is, if he's a Russian or a thing, but he's awesome. Like, he said, put in, and I put in this mini manga I did put in, or he says put in something hard, and I put in under this bridge this manga, and I fixed it. I put it in, and whatever you can do, it shouldn't be as soft. As you can see, you put it under, and you take your tremolo arm and you raise the front side also a bit so that it comes out. And if it doesn't come out, raise the screws here a bit so that it comes out like this. So you have to loosen the front and loosen the back, and then you I put in this manga, and then you tighten it up here again. You screw it in, and while you screw it in, the manga then sits tight. Now it fell out, but it sits tight in this thing. And while you're now tightening the strings again, the bridge will be pulled in this direction. Like, the force of the strings will pull the bridge in this direction, and the manga will start to fall out. And a lot of people do a lot of adjustments, but that's the simplest part. You can do it here. Whenever it starts to fall out, you put it back in, and you tighten the back. And you tighten it quite a bit, like they were kind of here, and then I put them again back here, like, and so you tighten the back, and you tighten your strings, and every time this falls out, you put it back in, and then at a certain point you're in tune here, and this will fall out, and then you will have a floating bridge, and your strings will be in tune and stay in tune, because the bridge is now, let me show you a second. Let me put this here. Camera problems. Like, look. And without a tremolo, I can just put it. And yeah, and that's how you get a floating bridge. Easy in 5 minutes. Yeah, kinda. This is how it should look. And in the front, you loosen this 6 screws, but not so much, but enough that it can come up. With your tremolo, you can yank it very gentle in this direction, but you cannot yank it in this direction if you don't have air from the loosening from here down here. So that is how you get a floating bridge, and it stays in tune, I guess. And make sure that when you play your E at the 12th fret, it's still an E. The action got raised because the bridge got raised, and then you should adjust the bridge again, the action, but that's a different video, so we see us.